this morning at 10:52, we were dispatched here to the derelict Uptown property that is owned by Uptown Partners here at Governor Square for a report of a building fire. This is the second one this week. This is definitely the worst of the two that we've had this week thus far. Arrived on scene, we had multiple fires set inside the building. The fire was up into the roof area, up into that, we call it the cock loft, and was running the entire row of buildings. So if you look, we got about a block's worth of buildings here that were involved in fire, with that fire being up in those lofts. The troops did an amazing job trying to get it stopped. We took a reset. We pulled everybody out to try and get a handle on that large volume of fire above us, and then we put the guys back in to do the final mop-up of the fire. So we have multiple units here that are involved, multiple fires that are set, and it's real early in the investigation yet. I can guarantee you 100% that this is intentionally set fire again. And it's frustrating for us, much like the issues we were having at William Penn up there. This has now become the thorn in the fire department side. And every day that we come up here for fires, every day that Uptown Partners doesn't do anything and their property managers doesn't do anything, is another day that they put my firemen at risk of injury or potentially death. And it's absolutely devastating. And let's also talk about the residents that are affected here. These were bustling apartments at one time with good, hardworking people. And this is a disaster that we're left, all because of one person and their bankruptcy proceedings. It's absolutely ridiculous that Harrisburg has to deal with this, and we put our emergency personnel at such peril every day now because of their inability to do their job.
Was anybody going to the hospital? Any injuries? Any of your firefighters with smoke inhalation?
Thankfully, no injuries. There was one bloody nose from some ceiling that fell down on one of the firemen, but he was fine and refused treatment. So, and that was one of our mutual aid partners.
How long until you think the fire is completely put out?
So we're in mop-up right now. We got control of the fire. It's just mopping up all those hot spots. Again, these things are derelict inside. There's trash all over the place. The ceilings are pulled down. Water heaters are blocking doors for us. It's really a death trap inside of there. It's a disaster.
Do you think that it was purposely set for that, for you guys to come in after you said it's intentionally set?
We're early in that investigation phase, but things were definitely done to impede our ingress to get the fire out, without a doubt.
What do you want to see happen here, Chief? What do you want to see happen here? What needs to happen?
So what needs to happen, I believe the news needs to reach out to Mr. Chernikoff, who's the bankruptcy attorney, and find out what his client really wants to do with these buildings and why they continue to allow this to happen. Again, these things were bustling at one point in time with good working people here, with good people that created a community in a neighborhood, and that was ripped away by Uptown Partners in their inability to properly run and manage a property here in Harrisburg. And now we have a multiple square block area that is absolutely derelict and looks like a war zone because of their inability to do their job.
Gotcha. How long have these buildings been abandoned, or this building?
This one, there was actually still some folks living in here as of the other morning of the fire. And they had been living here about 10 years. So we're not talking people just coming in these places and squatting. There were people living here for long periods of time. That hard-earned money that they put into their rent was just pilfered away by Uptown Partners, and this is the disaster that we have to deal with now.
Were they displaced in the first fire? Or were they
Yes, they were dispatched. They were displaced by the first fire, but I believe they came back. I can't verify that.
Okay, a few nuts and bolts. This is all one long building, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Does it rework old row homes or what?
No, so they're really like a garden-style apartment with a single hallway that serves 6 apartments. And they're well built. They're built with masonry construction, but there's a lot of wood. The roof structure's all wood. You have all the roofing materials, and then the contents is really what starts to hamper the fire, where we get that big fire volume. That is the couches and chairs and all the stuff inside.
Any firewalls inside?
There's partial firewalls that actually helped us a little bit in stopping the fire spread through the entirety of the row, which was a good thing.
And also, where did the fire begin in this?
So there's multiple points of origin, and I don't want to comment publicly on where that is because it is an open investigation, and we hope to, we hope to continue that investigation and bring somebody to justice.
Gotcha. So it wasn't because I thought it was in the attic at first, or at least that's what I heard. It was the attic, or
well, the fire got to the attic. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then is there anything, I mean, for residents living over, right here, I mean, residents who might be concerned, any comments?
You know, the residents who live in the area, they just need to be vigilant. When they see people coming in and out, they need to report that. We just, I know Capital Region Water shut off some water the other day. When we arrived here, the 1N unit, the basement has about 6 foot of water in it. So somebody wrecked that apartment and broke some water lines down there. So Capital Region Water, somebody come in and did that in the last 3 days. So you see something, say something. You know, we go back to that old see something, say something. You know, please do that. The city is doing everything they can. We're stuck in the court system, the bankruptcy court, and our hands are fairly tied at the moment. To bring any resolution to the residents in the neighborhood. It's a disaster living here. I feel bad. As a city resident myself, I feel bad for these folks that have to live next to this every single day, and the kids have to walk by this thing every day when they're going to school.
Is this building salvageable at this point?
You know, my look, I've seen restoration on a lot of buildings in the city. Because of how bad these things are, my recommendation is going to be that this particular road be torn down just because of the damage, not just the fire, but the water damage, the lack of maintenance in there. It is derelict. The walls are absolutely destroyed. All the doorways and stairwells are rusted out. It's in bad shape.
So you mentioned there are families that live in this building. How many people were? I mean, I guess has anyone been displaced so far in nearby?
So I don't have a good number because they left the scene, and I'm not going to comment why, but they have left for obvious reasons.
And what is the name of this building again?
This is Governor Square. Uptown Partners owns it.
Okay.
Robert Chernikoff is their bankruptcy attorney, and he's the one representing them in court. So it's his clients that are responsible for this condition.
Gotcha. And a majority of this building, was it already boarded up?
Yeah, these buildings were all boarded up, or in partial states of being boarded up. The city's contributed to that. I know that I think the judge ordered them to board some up earlier this year. The city's been cutting the grass here, so they haven't even been out to cut the grass, and so it's frustrating.
Gotcha. Any clue how many families are still living in this building?
I have no idea.
Okay.
And the city is working right now to figure that out, how many are actually still in this entirety of the complex. Because this complex runs from here on 5th Street the whole way over to 6th Street, and then from McClay here to Forest. So there's a lot of buildings that are under that Uptown Partners umbrella that are affected by this. Hundreds and hundreds of units.
And I'm assuming after the fire in the basement, that was already boarded up, right?
Yes.
The windows were boarded up, so I
Correct.
guess the windows are going to get boarded up here?
We'll have to see what we determine to do here, yeah. I think my recommendation to the mayor is going to be that we do an emergency demolition on it. I'm not sure how well that'll be received with the bankruptcy court, so we'll have to wait and see.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27. We're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.